You're about to step into a story that was never meant to see daylight. A story buried beneath official reports, sanitized speeches, and the kind of silence that only comes when the stakes are too high for the truth. Churchill, lionized, mythologized, untouchable. But what if I told you that behind the legend there's a single decision, a single moment that cost thousands of lives? What if the greatest mistake wasn't a blunder in the fog of war, but a calculated risk, a gamble with human lives as the currency? Why did he do it? Who tried to stop him? And why, decades later, do the files still feel radioactive? Tonight, we're not just talking about history. We're opening a locked archive, one file at a time, and what's inside will change the way you see Churchill forever. It's 1940. Europe is burning. Britain stands alone, the enemy at the gates. In a cramped war room, Churchill's voice cuts through the smoke. Decisive, relentless, but shadowed by something colder. The plan on the table isn't just bold, it's reckless. Operation Catastrophe, never called that in the files, but that's what it became. The target, a port city, vital to the enemy, but crowded with civilians, refugees, and the desperate. The generals hesitate, the advisors whisper. But Churchill's eyes are fixed on the map, on the thin red line that could change the war, or drown it in blood. He signs the order. The ink is barely dry before the wheels are in motion. No turning back. The first reports are chaos. Bombs fall where families sleep. The city erupts in panic. Mothers clutching children. Soldiers torn between orders and conscience. The radio crackles with pleas for mercy, but the line goes dead. In London, the war room is silent. No one meets Churchill's gaze. Every minute the casualty numbers climb. Thousands, names that will never make the headlines, faces lost in the smoke. The pressure is suffocating. Some commanders beg for a halt. Others grit their teeth, haunted by the knowledge that history will never forgive them. But the order stands. The city burns. But the story doesn't end with the bombs. Inside the war room, alliances fracture. Some believe Churchill is saving the nation. Others see a man blinded by pride, willing to sacrifice anything for a headline. Secret memos pass hand to hand, warnings ignored, intelligence buried. One advisor, desperate, tries to leak the truth. He's silenced, his career destroyed. The tension is a live wire. Every conversation is a test of loyalty. Every glance, a question: who will take the fall when the truth comes out? The betrayal isn't just on the battlefield, it's in the heart of power, where ambition and fear collide. There's a moment, never recorded, but whispered about in corridors, when Churchill could have stopped it all. A single phone call, a single word, and thousands might have lived. But the call never comes. Instead, the operation escalates. The city's defenders, outgunned and outnumbered, make a last stand. Civilians are caught in the crossfire. The world watches, horrified, but powerless. And in that moment, the cost becomes clear, not just in lives lost, but in the trust shattered, the wounds that will never heal. The mistake is no longer a secret. It's a scar carved deep into the history of a nation. After the smoke clears, the official story is written. Heroism, necessity, sacrifice. But the files tell a different tale. Survivors speak in hushed tones. Families search for answers that never come. The war moves on, but the shadow lingers. Decades later, historians dig through redacted documents, piecing together a puzzle that refuses to fit. Every answer leads to another question. Why was the warning ignored? Who profited from the chaos? And why does the truth still feel dangerous even now? The deeper you dig, the darker it gets. This isn't just a mistake, it's a riddle with no end. Excuse if you've made it this far, you know the story isn't finished. The files are still out there, the secrets are still buried, and the cost, measured in lives, in trust, in the soul of a nation, demands answers. So stay close, subscribe, comment, share what you know, what you suspect, what you feel in your bones, because the deeper we go, the more we find. And in the shadows, the truth is never safe, but it's always waiting to be found.